The EU Declaration of Conformity is the document that carries your name, your signature, and your legal responsibility. It declares to regulators, to customers, and to the law that your product is safe and compliant. And it's one of the top causes of market surveillance findings. Not because engineers don't care about it, because most teams write it in isolation, disconnected from everything that came before. Market surveillance authorities know exactly what to look for: a directive missing from the list, a standard version that doesn't match the test report, a notified body certificate reference that was never updated, a product model number that doesn't align with the CE mark applied to the product. These are not obscure failures. They are systematic ones, caused by assembling the DOC without checking it against everything that came before it. A declaration of conformity is not a template you fill in. It is a legal summary of your entire CE marking process. Every field must be traceable to something in your technical documentation. The directives must match Step 1. The standards must match Step 2. The conformity module must match Step 3. The NB information must match Step 4. The technical file reference must match Step 6. CE Step 7 checks every one of these links automatically. CE Step 7 is the final step in the CE marking workflow. It takes all outputs from Steps 1 to 6, generates a correctly structured, legislation-specific declaration of conformity, checks every field for completeness and consistency, handles borderline cases, and produces a final, formatted document ready for authorized signature. The legal responsibility remains with the engineer. AI eliminates the errors. The guidance opens with a mandatory human verification gate. All product, directive, standard, and NB information must be confirmed as final before any AI drafting begins. A few-shot AI prompt then generates a complete, structured doc draft tailored to the applicable legislation. A self-check prompt verifies every field against the previous 6 steps. A borderline analysis handles the tricky cases, products with variants, mixed conformity modules, or partial NB involvement. And the final formatting prompt produces a clean, legally worded document with a signature block and mandatory disclaimer ready for the authorized signatory. CE Step 7 is available to download now at ce-automation.lt. You get the complete structured workflow, all AI prompts ready to use, and guidance aligned with current EU harmonization legislation, compatible with any capable large language model including ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. If you're working through CE marking for the first time or building a repeatable compliance process across your product range, the full CE Steps 1 to 7 series gives you end-to-end coverage. Visit ce-automation.lt to download your copy today. Consider a collaborative robot arm requiring coverage under the Machinery Regulation, LVD, and EMC simultaneously, with notified body involvement for the high-risk application and 2 product variants. CE Step 7 drafts a single declaration covering all 3 directives. The self-check immediately catches that the EMC standard version in the draft is older than the one used in the test report, an inconsistency that would have been invisible without cross-checking against Step 2. The borderline analysis works through whether one DOC with a variant table or 2 separate declarations is the right approach. The NB certificate reference and CE mark number placement are handled correctly. The final document is ready for the authorized signatory. CE Step 7 delivers the largest time saving in the series, up to 85%, because the declaration of conformity is fast to generate when the underlying work is solid. Steps 1 to 6 did the hard work. Step 7 assembles it into a legally correct document in minutes rather than hours. And when your product requires specialist support, complex multi-directive scope, contested NB certificate situations, or legal uncertainty about signatory authority, the team at ce-automation.lt is available to help. CE Step 7 completes a system that takes your product from first applicability check through to a signed declaration of conformity, with every step structured, auditable, and aligned with EU regulatory expectations. Whether you purchase individual steps for specific challenges or the full series for end-to-end CE marking capability, this is the workflow that engineering teams at startups and SMEs have been missing. Get your copy at your website and get your product to market with confidence.